This story was sent to me by a subscriber who works the night shift as a nurse in a mid-sized hospital. They asked me not to mention the city, only that it's old, understaffed, and has a basement-level recovery room no one likes to work in. The subscriber wrote, "I used to think the creepiest part of my job was the silence at 3 a.m. But that was before I saw the footage from camera 9. Here is their story exactly as they told it. The recovery room they worked in wasn't for living patients. It was a temporary holding area for bodies before transport to the morgue. Cold, dim, sterile, with metal gurneys arranged in 2 neat rows and a single camera mounted in the corner. Camera 9. Most nurses avoided that room unless they absolutely had to. The air always felt too still, too heavy. The lights flickered in a slow, tired rhythm. The subscriber said they never noticed anything unusual, not for years. Bodies were checked in, documented, covered, and left until the morgue attendants came. But every shift, there was one persistent rumor, that sometimes the camera caught movement. Just subtle things, a sheet twitching, a hand shifting, a toe curling under the cloth. Nurses blamed muscle spasms, post-mortem reflexes. Perfectly natural, nothing supernatural. At least, that's what they told themselves. Then came the night that changed everything. It was 4 a.m., the end of a long shift. The subscriber needed to file a report about an elderly man who had passed away an hour earlier. They made their way to the small security office where the monitor screens flickered black and white. A security guard named Harris sat half asleep in his chair, sipping cold coffee. The subscriber laughed, nudged him awake, and started scanning the time-stamped footage for the moment the patient had been brought in. That's when Harris muttered, half asleep, grumbling, "Check camera 9, it glitched earlier." The subscriber clicked the feed. What they saw made their stomach clench. The recovery room was still, 6 covered bodies under white sheets. Then, at 03:16:22, the body on the far left gurney moved. Not a twitch, not a muscle spasm. The sheet lifted, just a little, just enough to show eyes. Very much open, very much staring directly into the camera. The subscriber leaned in, breath catching. The eyes didn't blank, didn't twitch. They just stared. At the camera, at them. Then, at 03:16:30, the sheet lowered again, slow and smooth, as if someone gently pulled it back over the face. The subscriber said, "I told myself it had to be a glitch, a reflection, something explainable. But then the second body opened its eyes. They rewound, played it again, frame by frame. 03:17:04. The second body's eyes snapped open. 03:17:05. Its head turned slightly, just enough to face the camera. Then stillness. The subscriber felt cold sweat trickle down their spine. They whispered, "Harris, what is this?" But Harris was now fully awake, staring at the screen with an expression the subscriber had never seen on him. Pure fear.
They kept watching. The footage was time-stamped 03:22 when the third body moved. This time, it wasn't the eyes. It was the entire torso. The body sat up, slowly, unnaturally. Not like a living person waking up, but like a puppet being pulled upright by invisible strings. Then the head turned and looked straight into the camera with milky, unfocused eyes. The subscriber froze. Harris whispered, "That's not reflexes." Another body shifted. A foot slid off the gurney. A hand twitched. Then another set of eyes opened. One by one, 5 bodies were staring directly into the camera. All still, all silent, all wrong. Then, at 03:24:18, something else entered the frame. A person. No, a figure. Tall, thin, moving slowly between the gurneys, almost gliding. It wasn't wearing hospital scrubs, not a security uniform, not anything recognizable. It stopped beside the body that had sat up, leaned down, and whispered something against its ear. The body lay back down immediately, like it obeyed. The subscriber's hand shook over the controls. Then the figure turned. And even through the grainy footage, one detail was unmistakable. There was no face, just smooth skin, pale and featureless. The subscriber's voice cracked as they wrote. It looked directly at the camera, at us, like it knew we were watching. Then the figure moved toward the exit door, leaving the bodies perfectly still, perfectly lifeless once more. At 03:25:02, the lights flickered, the camera glitched, and the feed cut out. The subscriber and Harris filed an incident report the next morning, demanding the hospital review the footage. Management dismissed them. They said the file was corrupted, said the footage showed nothing unusual, said the bodies never moved. Harris swore at them, insisting what they saw was real. The subscriber wrote, "I asked to see the footage again. They refused. They claimed the file had already been overwritten." 2 days later, Harris quit. Didn't even show up to pick up his last paycheck. And the subscriber? They still work there. They still walk past the recovery room. Still hear things inside when the hallway's empty. A faint rustling. A slow creak of metal. Sometimes a soft thud, like a heel tapping the gurney. And once, only once, they heard something else. A whisper. So faint they weren't sure it was real. "Don't look at the camera." The subscriber said they haven't checked camera 9 since, not even once. Hospitals are full of things that can't be explained. Things that happen when no one's watching. Things that cameras catch only for a moment before someone or something erases the evidence. So the next time you're in a hospital hallway late at night and you notice a room with a camera pointed at the door, ask yourself, is it there to watch what's inside? Or to make sure whatever's inside doesn't look back at you?